Hey guys, Underquartz here, and today I'm going to show you guys a little mini game that I created. It's kind of based off of Capture the Flag, but it is Capture the Flag, but it's using the new banners of 1.8 or the snapshots in 1.8, depending on what time period you're watching this. What time you're watching this, not really time period. If you're watching this in the Renaissance era, please, I will tell you all the proper meanings of the words I'm saying. No, I'm kidding. It's just the words. If you're in a time when 1.8 is out, which is probably later this year, relative to when this video came out, it's probably later this year. But for people who are watching it right now, probably in the snapshot. So it's in the snapshot 14W30C. So let's get on with the game. So first, what you'll do is you'll spawn over there. This is a common thing that I have with my adventure maps and mini games, is where you spawn in a big open area with this little kind of box that has 4 buttons on it. If you press them, then poof, you get teleported over to the area that you start. So, welcome to Capture the Banners. To your right, you will see the rules for how to play. Rules. Number 1, when you start the game, the teams will be picked randomly and put on their proper side. 2, each team has equipment they will grab from the chest on their side. 3, the first team to go to the other team's side and capture their banner and bring it back to their own side wins. Technically it's just their side, but to make it clear, I put own in there to make it more clearer, because I'm talking about their own side. So there can be multiple people holding banners at once, but only one of them must make it back. The team must take equipment out of their own chests. Number 6, there can be a maximum of 10 people per side. Number 7, have fun. So yeah, over here is where you start the game. Keep pulling until everybody is on their side. So basically, what it does is it's a clock. But I'll show the redstone later. First, so if I pull this lever, then I die, and I respawn over here. Ta-da! Now I'm in the Capture the Flag arena, which is actually surrounded by barrier blocks. So it may look like there's nothing there, but there is something there. So I can't just run through. But cool. So inside these chests are all the equipment you'll need. So there's this leather armor, some stone swords with unbreaking X, some bow with unbreaking X, and a bunch of arrows. So if I take all of these, this, and 2 of that, organize my inventory. First, actually put the armor on. And I don't have a headpiece, and I'll explain that later, because I don't really have a headpiece. And so yeah, so what I'm doing is if I'm in survival, sorry, actually I have my caps lock on. Game mode 0. Okay, so I'm right here, and let's say I get teleported up 20 feet, which actually I won't be able to do in the game, but let's just say I did 20 blocks up the air. Ah! Oh, I'm really low on health. Stand on this health pad. Boop, boop, boop. It's little it's red wool, and it works on here or here and over here. So yeah, so those are the flags, and the blue team's over there. So let's say I am over here, and actually I have a kills scoreboard objective on it should be on the side, but technically there's nobody else in this world right now, so I couldn't really kill somebody. I couldn't really kill myself. I guess I could try. To kill myself. I don't know. I'm just gonna see if this works. I don't know if that works, but basically if I kill somebody, let's just set the time to day before it becomes night. If you kill somebody, then that kill score will be put on the side of the on the board, on the side of the screen, on the sidebar. Okay, so let's say you're running across, you're battling people, you're sniping somebody, getting low on health, and then you get killed by an archer. Boop, you get respawned back here. So the battle keeps raging on. So if you go over here, you can actually hop across these lily pads, and I didn't even hop across one lily pad, but let's say you can hop across these lily pads. There you go. And then you can be like, and then you snipe an archer, which I actually didn't. Snipe all the people there so they didn't notice you. Over here, and then you go over here, and oh, someone's captured the blue flag. And the cool thing is, if you look, F5, boom, I have a banner on my head. And that's a cool thing with the replace item command. I have a banner now on my head that shows that I have one of the blue team's flags. So let's say I'm going across, and then, ooh, I get killed. And then, yeah, the banner's actually gone from my head. So that's a really cool thing to do. So let's say I'm just adjusting my volume. But let's say I'm going over here, running over here, and I managed to fight off some people, and I capture one of their flags. Blue flag. I have the flag on my head, and I'm running towards the end, and everybody's defending me because I'm bringing it to our side. Finally, I get here, and red team has won. Well, not really. It's more. I don't know if you can hear that, but I'm making the fake crowd noise by just whispering with my mouth open. Yeah. So red has won. Play again? Sure. Tap this button and boop, my inventory's cleared, and I'm back at the same spot. So yeah, I mean, you can play as many times as you want. You can go over there, and then unfortunately, it doesn't actually reset these chests. But it's meant to be used 1 or 2 times. But it's really meant to be used 1 time, but I mean, I guess you could use it multiple times. But I mean, I don't know. This is still the first version of it, so I don't know. But really, that's it. And actually, it works for the second team too. Works for the blue team as well, and you can actually hop across these lily pads. Hop, hop, hop. Well, I mean, I couldn't hop across that one, but yeah, there's like little courses that you can go on. It's all across these little lily pads, and I was almost there. But yeah, I mean, it's kind of cool. Let's just talk about the downfall, and you can kind of like sneak up. Kind of being like sneaking in the water. It's actually, you can go underneath this bridge, which is a pretty cool thing. And you go over here and you like charge your bow, and then we like, yeah, and then you go over here, and it's pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And it's just kind of a little mini game. And now I will show you guys some of the redstone. I mean, I won't show you all of it, but you probably figured out how this works pretty much. So what it does is, this is just a really fast clock, so I can break all these blocks. And so I have one side for the blue team and one side for the red team. So actually, this is only required for one team, but both of those are required for both team and that. So what it does first is it teleports everyone who has a score. Oh wait, sorry, that's near the end actually. It's what it does is it executes for anybody who is a team on red. Detects one underneath them. Hardened clay 3, which is light blue, which is the blue team. So then a scoreboard red got flag, which is a scoreboard, to 1. And then anybody who has a score minimum of red got flag of 1, set that to set the red has flag to 1. I actually have 2 things, because the red got flag constantly keeps putting back to 0, but the red has flag is set to 1. And it's there until something happens. And then anybody who has red got flag, tell raw at everyone, someone captured the blue flag, and its color is red because it's going from the red team's side. And then so replace, what it does is anybody who has red got flag minimum 1, so if they've captured the flag supposedly, replace item, it's executing for that person. Replace item for an entity. This is new replace item command. Placing item for an entity, the nearest person, slot.armor.head, banner 1/4. That means a blue banner on their head. And that means 1 banner, and it's blue and it's on their head. And then so basically what it does is any players that have a score set player's score death minimum 1. So that means that they die. So I have another score called death, and that means that they die, which is constantly being reset by this, which is actually over here. Scoreboard set player's death 0. So basically, if they die once, but then it just kind of resets back. So basically means that it sets the red has flag to 0. So that means if they're carrying the flag and then they die, they'll just respawn. And then it'll also do something over here that sets the red got flag to 0. So that means standing on the other team's side over there. If it's standing on there, it just constantly resets it back. And then so it should be over here somewhere. That I have it over here. I have one thing over here. Well, I mean, it's probably somewhere. But basically, it sets anyone that score death is a minimum 1. it sets that to, oh yeah, here it is. It means that anyone who has a death minimum 1 replaces on their head the exact same command for the banner, except it's just the death minimum 1, and then it sets it to air, so it basically stops them from having that on their head. And then it sets the red flag to 0, it's on their head, and it's anyone who has a red has flag. If they have the flag, and then they're back, they stand on hardened clay 14, which is the red stained clay. It sets their red 1 to 1, and then basically that's red got flagged to 0. And then this basically sets that back to 0, but I have a, over here, that teleports anyone with a score of red 1, minimum 1, to inside the red 1 area right over here. And then these are just simple things that clear everyone's inventory and teleport them over into that place. And then this over here, it's actually relatively simple. What it does is it scoreboard teams join red, so it basically joins it basically what it does when you start it, it goes to this first right here, and then it joins a random person within a 10 block radius to the team red, and then the spawn point of red is set to over there where that is, and then it kills the person in Team Red with a radius of 20 around the area. But then the next thing is it sets somebody to blue. Does the exact same thing for red. Set the spawn point for blue over to blue side, and then it kills Team Blue. And then it clones this lever that was over there back over here. So it basically means the lever that was over there over here to over there. So it basically sets it back so it's in the on position. And I actually showcased this in my in Minecraft invisible useless machine. It's a lever that flips itself back over because it just keeps cloning the lever. But yeah, that's pretty much it. It's pretty simple. It took me a while to figure out all the little bugs in the game, because I have these little things right here to test out all the things really quickly, so I can just kind of just go over here and then do it really quickly, kind of go over here and then boop, and then yeah, win the game really quickly just to test it out. But yeah, it's pretty much it. It's a pretty cool mini game. This mini game is up on Planet Minecraft if you want to go check that out. It's up available for download if anybody wants to download it. And so I will see you guys later. Bye.